I just got done watching the new Digimon show. Yeah, no, I was. This is the first time in a long time that I've watched one of those monster collecting shows. Like Pokemon, Digimon, even Yu-Gi-Oh. Like in that realm, Yu-Gi-Oh's not a monster collector, but you know what I mean. Those old school did a lot of movement for anime back in the day. You remember when Pokemon was a thing back in the 90s? That did a lot, man. As well as Digimon and then Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, of course, and all of that. This is the first time in a long time I've watched like a Yu-Gi-Oh Dragon, like not Dragon, I watch Dragon Ball, but like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, one of those shows. I watched the newest one, Digimon. I just watched it today, and goddamn, it's good. It's a lot darker than I remember. like, like, I didn't expect to be taking this Digimon show seriously. This Digimon Beat Break, that's what the name of the show is called. I just watched one episode. I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. Am I experiencing joy again? Am I gonna wait till next week for the second episode? So I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So Sunday, didn't got much to do. Decided to watch a little bit more anime. The final season of My Hero Academia came out, and I was like, oh wow, didn't even know that it's out now. So watched the first episode of that, and it's like right where the last season picked up. So action, just balls to the wall action. Oh shit, we're going hard. And that's what made me think of this rant. So y'all bear with me a little bit, especially you anime fans. Bear with me a little bit because I'm about to trash Solo Leveling a little bit. First, let me give it its flowers. Solo Leveling is a great action show. It did a lot for manhwa. Like I remember, it's what one of the few manhwas that was like translated and moved over and produced by Japan. The first being Tower of God, which let's be honest, the second season was kind of boring, bro. Like I didn't finish the second season. Tower of God, the second season was boring. And then God of High School, which was cool, just didn't have a lot of substance. But that's my problem with Solo Leveling. It's cool. It's like God of High School. It's cool. It's flashy. The fight scenes are raw as fuck. The voice acting is cool. Like for real. Like it's doing a lot for manhwa. And Sun Jin Woo, aura farming legend. He's what popularized aura farming. He made it. He did so much for the anime community, like making it popular and all of that. Like a whole generation of kids are going to be into anime because of Solo Leveling. However, that's it. It's all surface level, ain't it? Like think about it. What's Solo Leveling story? It's there, but it's like, is it really like anything worthwhile? No, it's not. It's not. We're there for the action. I'm not here to be like, I'm here to look at cool tattoo art, is what I'm looking at. Like, I'm not here for the story. I'm not here for that. But that's the problem. Like, there's other shows that are killing it in story, killing it in all that. And Solo Leveling just doesn't do that. I'm not gonna lie. Season 3 comes out, I'm gonna be there episode 1. I'm gonna be hype as fuck when he gets a new shadow. I'm gonna be screaming at the top of my lungs when he aura farming, like, shinning them hoes and all of that. Like when he's doing his thing, it's good for what it is. It's great for what it is. But like beyond that, nah, I don't see it. Like again, compare Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, story wise, like intrigue wise. You care about the characters. You're like, dude, I need you to like survive this interaction. Solo Leveling is just one guy. Honestly, name 5 of the characters from Solo Leveling that are not his shadows. Name 5 characters from that show, if you watch the show, that are not the main character and the bad bitch. That's it. And they're not his shadows, like not the main fucking army. Like you can't because the show doesn't have anything else beyond it. Yeah, what it does 10 out of 10. Action and hype and aura farming, it does 10 out of 10. Story, no. When was the last time Jinwoo struggled? When was the last time the main character struggled? Season 1. He struggled a little bit in season 2, but that's the thing, a little bit. He struggled like one episode. He didn't struggle any of the other 12 episodes. Man broke a sweat once. And then everything else, he was just dog walking everyone. That gets boring. That's cool. Power fantasy is off the hype. It's cool. And like anime back in the day used to be just power fantasy, and then that's what got it popular. So yeah, manhwa, especially since we're looking at the new age of manhwa becoming a huge contender because now we got anime and we got manhwa adaptations, which is still anime. But you know what? The source material is not manga anymore. Not anymore. Like the source material is more than just manga. It's branching off to China. Well, not China. Holy crap! It's branching off to Korea, where it's like manhwa and all of that. So they tried it twice, and this one, I think this one's a huge success. This is the third try, and this one obviously took over. So, like I said, the first one was God of High School and Tower of God. Those were the first two. Tower of God season one was intriguing. It was like this is a whole different world. It had everything Solo Leveling didn't, but it also didn't have what Solo Leveling has. And the problem is, it didn't what it had that Solo Leveling didn't have. It didn't do perfectly. Solo Leveling doesn't have an intriguing story. Tower of God had an intriguing story. Season one. Then it crapped the bed in season two. I don't know. It was boring. Okay. So that kind of killed Tower of God. God of High School. I like that the first two man was with God. God of High School was sick as fuck. Just action, 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 hype piece. They did that. But then again, kind of like Solo Level, didn't have story or anything. It was kind of vapid. I don't know what Link Click is. Link Click is an actual interesting show there. I would say Link Click is my favorite of all the. If it's from, even if it's if I don't know if Link Click is from manhwa. I don't think it is. I think it's just a Chinese production. Because the Chinese shows have also been amazing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe it's also from Korea, China or Korea. I don't know where Link Click is from. I could easily look up where Link Click is from. Actually, let me just Google search. I forget that I have the power of the internet in my hands. Link Click. Where's that show from? Link Click. Okay, it's a Chinese donghua. Okay. So that Link Click is from China. So okay, that's different. That's okay. That's hella different. So that means okay. So I'm still right about Tower of God and God of High School being the first few man was adapted. And yeah, it had some success, but not the same success as Solo Leveling. Oh my God, Solo Leveling. Let's be frank. Yes, main character syndrome, all that, and like again, I'm not putting down Solo Leveling. It's hype as fuck. I'm gonna be the first one watching season 3. Don't even ask me. But I need my character to struggle. I'm sorry, I've gotten older. My favorite anime of all time is Vinland Saga. I like it when my characters struggle, character development, when niggas become new niggas through words and feelings, man. I'm in tune with my emotions. I want a nigga to cry. I need to know that hurt him physically and mentally. Thorfinn is the greatest character of all time. That man was one nigga season 1. He was a new nigga season 2. Depression does a shit ton on a nigga, bro. Like season 1, Thorfinn was that guy. You were like, oh, okay, you that guy. Depression hit this motherfucker, and we, us old heads, were seeing the depression coming from episode 3, my guy. We saw the depression building. We were just surprised that anime was gonna go there. Anyone that watches like Vinland Saga, you watch it with two eyes. You watch it as a young, hot-blooded like anime fan who's in it for the action, the grotesque, serious, man-on-man violence, blood splatting in the air, character defining physics, cutting mans with 2 blades, going all edgelord and shit. Or you watch it as a person rooted in the real world. And both ways are perfectly fine. Except season 2 pays out more for the person that watches it from the real world than season 1 does. Season 1 pays homage to the people that watch anime for the violence. Season 2 pays homage to the people that cement themselves in the real world, like willing to allow this medium to grow beyond just violence, or willing to accept more than just that. Because season 1, oh my God, season 1 was hype train, man. But if you think about it, if you see the show, you're like, as a human being, like if this thing's happened to me, Like what happened to Thorfinn in season 1, if that happened to me, I would break down. Depression, anxiety, take it over. I'll be bedridden. What happened to Thorfinn season 2? He broke down. Depression, anxiety. I was surprised. I was like, oh, this mangaka is doing it realistic. Yeah, Thorfinn was a badass, but his mental state was broken. And we saw it at the end of season 1. His mental state broke. Season 2, he's depressed like hell. And he is moving like a depressed nigga. He don't want to do shit. He want to fade in the background. But mans keep testing him. Life refuses to let him fade away. Consequences to actions. I think that's going to be later on in the show, like more direct consequences to his actions in season 1. But man, when I say I felt Thorfinn like season 2, just being like, oh, man's in the depths of it. He was in the depths of it. It took an outside force, like his new friend coming in, a new character completely introduced in season 2 to come into his life and then spark the change that would slowly have him change throughout the season and life, forcing him to interact with life. And at the end of season 2, it's just him finally coming out of it, like being human again and standing with his ideologies, having his new ideology and everything. My God, that was more hyped for me than anything season 1. I'm not gonna lie, I love everything about season 1. Season 1 was banger. Season 1 got you, but it was a trap. It was a trap. They got you through hype and all of that, and you were like, yeah, this is them Dragon Ball Z type of anime. Let's go. But just like Dragon Ball Z, it's layered, man. You're gonna feel it in season 2, and I love Vinland Saga for that. And the fact that the show, like the manga, is finally done, and now the show can take its time and into adapting everything else. I'm so hyped for that. It's crazy. Solo Leveling could never, and that's why I have like gripes with Solo Leveling. Yes, it's hype. It's gonna get me hype. I feel like I want that to be a trap. I feel like I want them to start season 3 with some psychological shit and just be like, oh my god, like something's gonna happen. And that's why I can't be like, okay, Solo Leveling is trash. Well, no, there's still time. You know what I mean? Like season 3 is not even coming out yet. So when it comes out, it might do us the way Vinland Saga did us. Just be like, oh, you thought all of this was hype. Well, guess what? He's actually in deep shit now. But yeah, no, the character doesn't have to be put down all the time for me to find it interesting. I just want some sort of struggle beyond the physical. Because Jinwoo does not struggle physically. Like, that's the whole point. He's like, he got stronger physically in season 1. Season 2, he's dog walking everyone. I want season 3 to have, like, consequences or him biting off more than he can chew. Again, they showed that in season 1. That's why season 1 was so hype. Him getting stronger. Him having to actually, like, find it in his guts to overcome a challenge. And you felt that with Solo Level in season 1. The voice actor would scream into your soul. You could feel that struggle with the voice. The voice actor went off in Solo Leveling. And yeah, he did go off in season 2 as well, but like it was more of like domination in season 2. Well, okay, you know what? The more I talk about it, the more more layered I'm starting to see the Solo Leveling is. Because yeah, season 1 it was more like I am terrified, scream, but I have to find a demon within to overcome this challenge. But season 2 was more like I'm coming to get your ass. Like I think that's what it meant at the end of the season 2 when the opponent was such a demon. Beerus, spoilers if you haven't watched it, but like also why haven't you watched Solo Leveling if you're listening to this? Broke Boy Diaries. Beerus being the king, devastating everyone, and Jinwoo being the one to make that nigga run away like a little bitch. I don't think you understand. The way Beerus was terrifying, dominating mans for episodes. Man was cleaving human heads off like it was a Sunday afternoon, bro. It was like he was popping a Coca-Cola, bro. Just decapitating bodies. Collecting bounties, collecting bodies. Jinwoo made this animal scared. This Jinwoo brought this animal down to like a puppy with its tail between his legs, ran off, and there's where you hear this voice actor just giving this guttural hunters like dominating. I'm coming for your ass, and that was cool. I was like, okay, yeah, I can tell the difference. Now season three, I don't know where they're gonna take the show. I didn't read the manual because I'm like, let me just watch the manga with that. So let's see where this goes. So yeah, I don't think I can't slander it too much. It is a good show. I just don't think it's like the best show, and it is good for what it did to anime too. Like I can't hate on you can't hate on it. It is what it is. This is tropes. That's the problem with anime. It's so old. The medium itself has been so old that we've seen this story before. You know what I mean? I've seen this story, this solo leveling before. It's like every power fantasy show that anime has had for the past 50 years, or half the isekais, not even half the isekais. I would say 90% of the isekais do this. But either way, I can't hate it. What I had a problem with, and it's not you're gonna learn that when I have a problem, it's not really a problem. It's just like something that was like slightly like okay. When people were saying like Demon Slayer is the best anime of all time, is it one of the best visuals I've ever seen? Yes, yes, oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's such a shonen like trope show. It's basic shonen formula. And if you watched anime long enough, you've seen Demon Slayer. You've seen specifically Demon Slayer. Like the whole what's it called? What are those elite demon slayers called? The captains. Even like see, I'm saying captains like Bleach. I literally call them captains like Bleach because it's the same concept. The Hashira. The Hashira are just captains from Bleach. You know what I mean? The demons are just hollows. You know what I mean? It's it's Bleach for the new gen. You know, and Bleach in itself is a classic. But you know what I mean? You've seen the show. I've seen this sword. I've seen this decapitation. I've seen this story. I've seen the revenge story. But that's fine. But what UFO Table, I think what it deserves more is what UFO Table did in terms of adapting. Demon Slayer adaptation might be the best adaptation I've ever seen in my life. I'll give it that. Because if you look at the manga source material, you're like, okay, this is like, but compared to the anime, it's the first time I'm saying like I would, if I never read the manga, I'm good because the anime is so much better than the manga. It's crazy, and that's crazy to say in general. Adaptation is hard. Adapting manga to anime is hard, and there's a lot of times that it falls through. Look at the My Hero Academia adaptation. My Hero Academia adaptation, if you only watch the manga, is alright. If you only watch the anime, it's alright. That's cool. It's alright. Think of whatever you want to think of My Hero. I think My Hero is getting more interest. This past season 7 was hype again. I think My Hero is back. However, once you open up the manga for the first time in your life, you're gonna realize how shit the anime is. Like I swear to you, it changed the whole thing for me. I'm like, why? Oh my god, the manga is so much more gory. Like, this man's way in their demon shit with that. Some of these images are like tattoo worthy, bro. And in the anime, you're like, oh, okay, I see that you can't really put that on television, so you have to water down some things. Bro, it's crazy. If you want an elevated experience, read a manga for an action show or something. It's violent. The Bleach manga used to get violent. Used to have characters whole abdomen is just blown right off. Like, how do you recover from that? Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you see like a surprise evil guy attacks, and then they look at the main character, and his fucking guts are just like cupped off, you know, like scooped out, bro. Like, you can see like where my hips would be. There's a there's a little cave there. It's like someone bit off my abdomen. And it's just bloody guts. You're like, man, you're dead. How? 2 chapters later, the guy's like in the hospital. Like, you're like, no, nigga, you're dead. Like, you're dead. Or when they have their shoulders down there just blown off. One shoulder, like fucking Jack Skeleton over here, just like remove a whole shoulder from a character. And then the next thing they're like swinging a sword properly. I'm like, dude, no, you're dead. You died. Blood loss. You have no more blood left. You lost it all with your traps there, man. You have no trap left. All I see is bare neck. You got nothing left. How are you swinging a sword? I swear to God, that's the type of bullshit that's on manga. That makes sense when you adapt it to anime to just make it more bloodied, but not like removed. like like the power of friendship making bones move, bro. Like that. I get that. I get that. Well, that's my anime kind of jumble for today. Let's see what topics I have, just so I'm not yapping. Okay, let's see here. Reddit stories are insane. Oh my god. The more I do this, Broke Boy Diaries, the more I'm gonna put my girl on notice. Yo, this girl wakes up every morning, and the first thing she do, not even coffee, not even get coffee, is put on a Reddit story, bro. like, like that. Drama is her addiction. Drama is what keeps her up. Not even coffee. She don't need coffee no more. She just needs drama to get her awake, bro. I wake up and make her coffee, but the Reddit stories are already on, bro. Like, I swear to God, if I hear 31 male, me, 31 female, and my brother, 32 male, if I hear that one more time in the morning, god damn, I'm gonna be a Reddit story. I'm gonna be part of a Reddit story. I swear to God, those things are so dumb, bro. Bro, 90% of those stories are not real. 90% of those stories are fucking fake, bro. And she loves them so much, man. I can't even fault that. She loves them because she likes drama, and I don't give her drama, so she needs to get drama from somewhere. Makes sense. Like, oh my god, I'm the worst when it's like trying to get drama with, man. I'm the worst. I just don't. I'm like, I don't do this. Like, I just don't like drama. So she needs to get her drama from somewhere, and Reddit stories fit the bill. And oh my god, I can't help but listen to them. Like, I'm up in the morning, like I'm getting my stuff ready, getting everything ready. I'm just hearing it. I'm like, I now have to listen to what the fuck 34 female did to her stepmother, 42 male. And it's always the same bullshit. It's always the same bullshit. It's always the same. The guy is trash. The guy treats the woman like trash, like inhumanely. The guy treats the woman like a fucking, like just the worst human beings ever. That's why none of this is real. Because sometimes the villains are so villainous that it don't make sense that they're not incarcerated or in like a fucking, or in a jail cell, or you know what, or like, or put in a basket and drowned. Because what the fuck? Oh man, some of these Reddit stories are crazy, and it's like, you know, when you this start off with a title with like, "Am I the asshole for like something obvious?" Am I the asshole for throwing my sister's wedding cake onto the floor and shooting her husband in the head? And you're like, well, damn. And then the story starts, and then me, 34 female, turns out, the sister's Satan. Like, and this was a blood ritual marriage. So throwing the cake on the floor and shooting her in the head was like nothing compared to the demonic shit that the sister did. And on top of that, the fiance is cheating on her. Like, that's a Reddit story. That's everyday Reddit stories to me. Oh man. Oh man. And also like they're so fake. But to be fair, to be fair to her, she knows it's fake, but she's like into the stories. Like, I I can't be saying much because my ass thought wrestling was real for the longest time. My ass thought wrestling was real. My ass thought Undertaker was a literal zombie, like for real. I actually thought all that like he can't die thing. Him and Kane. Remember Kane? The actual spawn from hell? They were supposed to be brothers at some point in the storyline, and I ate that shit up. Niggas don't even look alike. Niggas don't even look alike. One of them has a mask, bro. I don't even. They're supposed to be brothers. Niggas were both big. That's one they were brothers from that. Both with the necromancy build, One was the devil spawn and the other one could revive. Like was immortal. They were the immortal duo. They were huge motherfuckers. And honestly, that was sick as fuck. Rey Mysterio was cool. Rey Mysterio was cool. The Rock was cool too. Like I can't even lie. Like Dwayne the Rock Johnson asked the Rock, "Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?" Oh my, got me hyped every time. Got me hyped every time. Rey Mysterio was sick. Booker T was sick. Man, yeah. That was the era that and I believed their storylines like a bitch, bro. They were mans were having like parental disputes. The mans were having child custody hearings in the ring. And my ass was believing this verbatim, bro. My ass was there like I was part of the defense, bro. No, so I can't fault people for sitting down and reading and listening to Reddit stories and just being like, "Oh, dang, she's an asshole." Right? She likes Reddit stories so much she has discussions with me. It's like, would you? Why would he do that? I'm like, because he ain't real. But I'll answer your question. Nah, I get it. I get it. Oh my god, yo, she made me start watching Love Is Blind. It's gonna hurt me to say, especially since I'm putting it out there. Yo, I don't mind the show. I actually I'm not gonna. I'm okay if I miss few episodes. I'm okay if I miss the whole season. But when it's on and she's like just wanting to hang out and she wants to watch a show, I would. I'm not. I don't front Love Is Blind. Like I would sit down and watch it. I'm being dead ass. Like I'll sit down and be like, yo, what? Your girl is tripping. Like what the fuck? But what was that show she made me watch before this season? It was Love Island. Where that I forgot her name. But one of the girls was acting crazy. Now, even I was like, yo, okay, this is actually entertaining television. I don't know if she for real, but this girl is acting her ass off. Oh, she that messed up. I couldn't tell you which because it was that believer. Huda! Her name was Huda. Huda. Look up Huda. I swear to you, look up Huda. Just Love Island, Huda. So, bruv? This girl was off her meds? This girl was off her meds the whole damn show, bro. Got me stressed out. Got me looking at my girl like I am so happy that you are you. Like you know what I mean? Got me feeling appreciative of what I got in my life because goddamn. Oh no. Some girls be crazy. Which is like one, if you're acting and this none of this is real, props to you. You pulling a Joffrey ass performance, Game of Thrones, Joffrey ass performance. The world hates you, but that's your skill. You did put that there. Two, if this is real, girl, go to therapy. You have a child. If this was real, bro, this is one of the worst humans I've ever seen in my life, bro. The way she did not stand on business for her friends, even. Oh my god, look at me. I'm in. They got me. They got me. I'm sitting there going like, yo, why do I know about this character? No, my girl got me with that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Love Island. I don't even know what the show was about. I just remember just shit. Anyway, that next one. Oh God, yo, last topic. Last topic. So apparently, I do this every few years. I do this every few years. I sit down, I go to YouTube, and I look up all Power Rangers theme songs. I haven't watched a Power Rangers show in like over a decade, maybe plus. But I have seen their theme songs every like 2 years or something. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, their theme songs are banger. And if you don't like them, you're lying. If you don't like them, you're lying. If you don't know Go Power Rangers, bro, you lying. You're just lying. Even if you if you don't know it, you lying. Your subconscious lying to yourself. You've heard it. So what I do, like every 2 years, I sit down and look at all of them just to see what the latest theme song is and to see the evolution. You know what I mean? So it always starts with Go Power Rangers. I'm like, okay, hyped. Classic, right? Nostalgia is flowing. I'm feeling it. I'm like This is awesome. It can't get any better than this. In space turns on, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm right. The first intro is still the best. No, actually, look at me missing out the orders. It's Power Rangers first, and then what the fuck? Am I blanking? Is it Zeo? Was Zeo next? No. Yeah. Zeo was the second one. Because Power Rangers intro first, then Zeo, then In Space, then no, it's Power Rangers, Zeo, Turbo, In Space. Why? Why is it hard for me to remember? Because the other two intros were shit. We're the same thing. We're just like the same Go-Go Power Rangers. In Space had a different intro, and that was good. But then did Light? Let me look at the order. No, let me pull this up so I can actually like tell the story. Like I don't have a full, I guess the memory of all the shows in order. So let me just put, uh, so that way I can have a list and I can tell you my honest experience with all this. Oh my god. I'm sitting there just saying like that intro was cool. That intro wasn't. That intro was shit. That intro was hype. This kid ain't know what good intros are. Like, in order. Let's see. Okay, because I'm not. I don't have that memory anymore. The only thing I seem to have a memory of is Pokemon. Like, and honestly, that has reduced. I used to be able to remember all 150, 250, 360, and and I used to remember the Shino era too. But once it got to black and white, I stopped. I stopped remembering them. So now I only I know for sure. I know the first 251 by heart. After that, I forgot, and this is information I forgot. I knew I used to know them, but anyway, let's go. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that started. Alien Rangers was just like barely a season. Power Rangers Zeo. Okay, so my story is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was watching when I was like young, bro. In fact, I think my first real memory was of the Green Ranger kicking ass, and that's when I think I developed the cognition to be like, oh, that's a plot. At first, it was just like, hey, colorful people fighting monsters, hey, yay. Green Ranger saga. I was like, oh, wait, is this stress in life? Am I feeling stressed with my media? I think it was the first time. But because I was in Gambia, we only had reruns of the show after it was out, right? Because, Africa don't really have premieres of Power Rangers. We didn't have that. We had like the reruns. So I didn't watch Power Rangers when it was coming out. I watched it like years after it came out and would watch reruns and all that. But because of that, I only watched Mighty Morphin. I didn't watch Alien Rangers or Zeo or Turbo or In Space. I did actually watch Lost Galaxy because we were on vacation and it came on. I was like, oh shit, I know what that is. It was like Lost Galaxy. I was like, where are all the characters? I thought they were all dead. But no, what happened to Tommy? Which was like, when I was a grown adult, I just looked back and found like now I can find video essays on YouTube and they tell me the story. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue I did not watch. Dino, man. Oh, this list is why is it so hard to look up shit nowadays, bro? Like, dang, because everything comes up with the AI thing now, and it's just like, okay, I get it, but also, can you just give me a Wikipedia article? My boomer is showing, but either way, okay, found the list. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That intro slaps. Will forever slap. It will slap before you were born. It will slap after you were born. Enough said. Zeo, I think, was just them doing the same song, but just adding Zeo instead of Mighty Morphin. Turbo was. I don't remember that one. I always skip that one. In Space was when it was a okay intro. Lost Galaxy, hype as fuck. Hype as fuck, man. Hype as fuck, bro. Lost Galaxy. Because it wasn't that long. My jump was Power Rangers to Lost Galaxy. What happened was Lost Galaxy was airing out in the US or something. So I watched, and then Africa had Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, in syndication. So the same year that I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which was in syndication in Gambia, that same year we went to America to visit family, and that's when Lost Galaxy was on TV. My God, Mighty Morphin to Lost Galaxy in a year. I was like, oh, what? So the first time I saw Power Rangers is this. I jumped straight to Lost Galaxy. That was like the first. I was so young, man. I was like, what? Either way, Lost Galaxy was a banger. That was the first one I watched when, but then of course we were only there for summer, so we left. I didn't watch Lightspeed Rescue. The intro to Lightspeed Rescue though is fire, sick as fuck. This was the season where they were all like, uh, fucking government jobs. This was the season. No, no, my bad. They were like fire firefighters and rescue teams and like nature park rescue teams and just like animal trainers. It was cool because that's cool, you know. Like that's really that's a you know they're actual superheroes in real life. That was cool. You know, firefighters and like all of that are actual superheroes. But that's I like that season because that never watched it. But like know the shit out of the intro. Watch a shit ton of video essays, so don't come at me. I know I've watched Linkara's History of Power Rangers, so don't get at me. That man gets paid to overthink about a kid's show. Now I have the same knowledge as him. Don't come at me. Time Force didn't watch, but I knew of because that was the first time there was two Red Rangers. He's technically the Sixth Ranger, but I knew of that. Did not watch Wild Force. Intro is sick as fuck. Now, this is when we get to the Disney era, I think, when I watched all of them. And this was fire. Even the intro. First, let me give flowers to Wild Force. Let me give flowers to Time Force. Time Force. Let's go back to number 7. Time Force. Time Force had an intro that caught you by surprise. You're sitting there going like, okay, this is kind of trash, because it's kind of the build up is kind of like okay, and then when it gets its stride, when it gets on that hype chorus, you're like, yo, makes the whole intro better. I'm like, Time Force got me. Time Force sleeper hit. Wild Force was okay too. The intro was kind of generic, but it was like cool. Ninja Storm. I watched that whole show. I was a little teen back then. It was what was I don't even know, 13, 10, maybe. No, I was younger than that because they said 2003. Dude, I was like 5. Okay, either way. Oh no, I don't know. The math doesn't math, but I was like young. I watched the whole Ninja Storm. That intro was sick as fuck. Ninja Storm intro, sick as fuck. Oh, Ninja Storm intro wanted you to get up and do like extreme sports, man. I wanted to get out there on the skateboard, do some flips, get on the motocross and like do some flips. I wanted to go on the surfboard, do some flips. Never gonna happen, but like, oh, oh my god. Especially living in Africa with African parents, you think they're gonna spend their time putting you on extreme sports? My African parents back in that time only knew one thing: your ass better study, be home studying. What is this joy and adventure and trying new things? Not under this roof, my roof, my rules. In the way, my trauma is showing a little bit. Ninja Storm was sick as fuck, but best Power Rangers intro, back to back, two back to back best Power Rangers intro. They could be interchanged. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Actually, yeah, no, I might take that. Power Rangers Dino Thunder might be the best one. That show was sick, and oh my god, this was the era of the 3 Ranger teams. Like Ninja Storm only had 3 Rangers, and then they added Rangers later. Dino Thunder had 3 Rangers, and they added Rangers later. But I watched the whole Dino Thunder. Let me tell you, I freaked out when motherfucking Tommy came back. He was the one that caused me my first stress in life. The motherfucker is back. As a kid, even I knew like I have to use whatever I gotta use to go back and finish the Mighty Morphin story because Tommy is here. And there was episodes where he went flashback and was like, yeah, I was pretty messed up as the Green Ranger. I was like, nigga, you can't apologize now. I wasn't here for the redemption. You're still an asshole to me. Why are you helping the team? You're an asshole. And then we get the equivalent of Tommy of the Green Ranger with the white Dino Ranger who was a certifiable crash out. The white Dino Thunder caused more stress than the Green Ranger did. The White Thunder saw the blueprint, the Green Ranger, and said, "Okay, you crawled so I could run." And man ran my pockets, ran their pocket, beat down the Rangers, and then SPD, the police brutality season. SPD was my thing. The way that intro starts, SPD emergency. I was like, oh no, you got me, you got me. But they had that Jack as the black Red Ranger. There was other black Red Rangers before, but like that man was a nigger, bro. I have to know the best way I can say it. Like, and then I watched a bit of Mystic Force, but then that's when I stopped watching. I think it was like just life. Um, Never saw Operation Overdrive. Mystic Force intro was sick. Before I go into Operation Overdrive, Mystic Force intro is sick. I do this every 2 years. I literally sit down and play all the Power Rangers intros. I don't even watch the show, just the intros, and be like, that was a sick time. Nostalgia. Or this Time Force intro is hard, actually. Let me look up information on Time Force. I do this every 2 years. My girl literally was like, dude, you did this 2 years ago. I'm like, I guess it's nostalgia. Mystic Force, this was when Harry Potter was all over the world. So there was a magic based season. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then, so after Mystic Force was Operation Overdrive. The intro of this was trash. Did not see it either. Did not see it. I did not watch the show, but the intro of it was trash. That's all I know. Jungle Fury intro was good too. Was good. Never saw it, but I saw the intro. Sick intro. I was like, okay. And it was the what? The Kung Fu season. Okay, so which is funny because it's like as an adult, I'm like, you would think they would have done Kung Fu long ago, right? Like the first Mighty Morphin was dinosaurs, and they didn't do Kung Fu till like Jungle Fury, but they did ninja. They did ninjas, which was the alien. They did the Alien Ranger series was the ninja one, and then Ninja Storm was the second ninja one. But that got me like, this is way that they never did Kung Fu. Turns out Power Rangers is based off the Japanese show Super Sentai. That's a whole other conversation. And I was like, makes sense. Turns out Power Rangers is one of the most ingenious ways of moving media over. Man's paid for the footage, the licensing of the footage, and just dubbed over most of the show, and they made it Power Rangers. And they just got actors re-recorded some scenes without the suits, but all the action and all that was just from the Japanese shows. And like Go-Go Power Rangers is not the first. Mighty Morphin was not the first one that Disney guys had in Japan. They've been having this for years, bro. I'm like, that's so smart. But then it's only a cheap. They didn't pay the actors and all of that because they're already cheap and all of that. So that caused a lot of trouble with the actors. They tried to union and everything, but it's like, you know how things were in the 90s. They just took advantage of them and all that. Anyway, Jungle Fury, never saw it, but the intro was sick. From what I see online, it is it's a good season. RPM, people say, is one of the best seasons ever because it's darker, it's more serious. Well, as serious as Power Rangers can get, right? I think I might sit down and just watch it. I didn't like the intro too much, but it also it just felt like more serious. Because it wasn't, a lot of the time, this is a kid show. So you're going to get like, we're fighting for justice and your lyrics and all of that. But RPM was just like, Power Rangers RPM, get in gear. It was like, okay, cool. It was more serious. It was more like, yo, get in gear. Like, so I was like, oh, this might be darker. There wasn't a lot of lyrics, but it was just like, nah, we're here for this action and all that. So I was like, okay. I heard that action might have saved the whole Power Rangers series too. Because a number of times this shows ended, like the franchise ended, but the season was so good that they had to make more. I think In Space was one of them, and then RPM another one. Then Power Rangers Samurai, never saw it, but I feel like this was a new era as well. I think they left Disney. The intro was okay, just because they put Go-Go in it. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then they did the same thing for the next show, Mega Force, which was supposed to be the anniversary of Power Rangers, but I think they fumbled the back there. What I did like is just the way Mega Force kind of rolls off the tongue when you put it together with the Go-Go Power Rangers intro. So it's you look it up. It's Power Rangers Mega Force intro, and there's a lot of things I don't like about it because there's a roll call in the middle of the song, so characters are actually saying their names, and you're just like, "Shut up, shut up." There's a whole show for me to hear you. But like I imagine as a kid, you can just read the text and be like, "Oh, okay, I know who that character is." But them saying their character is just like, "Shut up." Anyway, the part that they say Mega Force is cool. That's the only thing I can really give it, apart from it being a homage to Go-Go Power Rangers. And I think they did the same thing with Dino Charge. This is where I kind of get fuzzy because I haven't seen the shows too much. Spy Central? Which one is that one? Power Rangers Spy Central. Oh, it's a fan made series. I was like, what is this list giving me stupid shit? Okay. Ninja Steel. Okay, that one came after Dino Charge. The Dino Charge was okay. It was the same thing. Ninja Steel had a had a good ring to it. I liked the way they were using the Ninja Steel in the intro. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know too much about the season. I heard it's good. I heard um I heard like they're on a little bit of a kick nowadays. Like the shows are good again. Power Rangers Ninja Steel was good because Mega Force was trash apparently, so they were not happy about it. And then Power Rangers Dino Force. Beast Morphers had a weird ring to it, and it was alright. I didn't like the intro too much, but it was alright. What I did like was this list ends at only this one, bro. What is this, bro? Give me the new ones beyond 2020 because I know there's Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury, and I know there's like Dino Charge or something. No, I already said Dino Charge. There was other shows that are not shown on this list, but either way, coming up to the newer intros, I actually had to be like, you know what? I like where these intros are going because I liked uh the newest intro. What was the latest Power Rangers show? Latest. Okay. Cosmic Fury. Okay, yeah. Okay. The latest intros were Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. I've not watched them. I heard they're good, but I liked the intro mainly because of the way they combined techno with the rock ballad of Go-Go Power Rangers. I was actually like, okay. And there's a part of it where the singer actually kind of does just a nice stream of words. He just carried literally two words. Literally, he just two words and just made it beautiful. I was like, okay, you need to look it up and you'll know exactly what part I'm talking about. However, that's me done because I'm tired of yapping about this. Oh my god, I wish I had a proper list so that way I didn't have to like go back and forth. I can't believe IMBD. Yeah, that list was from IMBD. IMBD only has like it only stops at 2020. This is IMBD. Yeah, IMBD only has the Power Rangers list up to 2020. There's been bare shows after 2020. Someone go on IMBD and update this list or something because y'all are lacking. Modified 5 years ago. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. That ruined the whole flow of it, but whatever. The Power Rangers Chronicle order on IMBD was created 5 years ago, modified 5 years ago. There we go. That's why it doesn't have the newer shows on it. Either way, 2 years from now, I'm gonna look up the all intros of Power Rangers again, go on a nostalgia trip, and see what the kids watch, see what the intro the kids have. Be like, oh, okay, is this come good compared to the Power Rangers intros back in the day? I like the newest one, the Cosmic Fury and the Dino Fury one. I actually like it. So I'm like, you kids are eating good. Best intros though, Dino Thunder, SPD. Look up Power Rangers SPD. Look up Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Those two intros, I think they're better than Go-Go. I'm saying it right here. I think they're better than Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers, Go-Go Power Rangers. Better. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe because we're broke here. See you later.